My name's Caroline Montano. I am a champ designer, and I worked on Ilaoi for 2XKO.
We are at EVO 2025, where not only are people getting to play Jinx, some people are getting to play Jinx for the first time, but the newest one is V.
Yeah.
And how exciting is it to have these new characters out on the floor where players can try them here at EVO 2025?
Yeah, especially after Arcane came out, Jinx and Vi have been very exciting, and we've been working on them for a little bit, so it's cool to see them finally in players' hands. We did a deep dive on stream with the designers for them. So for Jinx, Kyohei was the one who was kind of explaining the rundown of her basic kit, and for Vi we had Steve Bankert, and he's the designer for Vi as well.
As you've gone through this game, putting together characters like Vi, like Jinx, like Ilaoi, we're starting to see these niches fill out. What are you most excited about when it comes to the genre of the character and how they're implemented in the game?
Yeah, oh man, now that Vi's been added to the roster, we have the forward and back sort of tricky, not tricky, Echo's kind of tricky, but Vi has the sway, So it's cool to see as much mobility that we have with Vi. And then she has a pretty low floor to actually have players learn how to play the game. You can just mash buttons, and it's pretty mash friendly. And then there's still the high ceiling. So she has some of those timing checks that we explored in the training mode of maybe she has some charge punches, or maybe she does the ground bound throw into other things. So the ceiling is quite high as well. And when you see some of the crazy combos that some people have put together, it's pretty amazing.
It was really fun to hit that one where I swayed in, hit the small, medium, large into the air grab.
Yes. Yes.
The kit she has feels like it's very versatile and kind of like an all-arounder.
Yeah. She's very much a close range fighter, I think, because she doesn't have any projectiles, whereas Jinx has a lot of projectiles. She can play from a long range, but she's a little bit weaker up close. So yeah, Vi has some really mash-friendly sort of combos and paths, and just really easy to pick up and play, and a lot of things just flow really well into each other in a boxer kind of way.
And speaking for yourself, as the designer of Ilaoi's kit,
yeah.
When it comes to translating a character from their League of Legends counterpart into a 2XKO version, do you think about the archetype you want them to play, or do you try to keep them just fully identical to their identity in LoL?
Oh, good question. Ilaoi was a bit of a weird case because she doesn't play very similarly to how she does in LoL or in League. She doesn't really have an archetype that she really nicely fits into. She's kind of a puppet character, and she's kind of a brawler, juggernaut sort of character. But we kind of cut in between both of them, kind of created a Venn diagram of okay, we want Ilaoi to be her own thing. She's kind of we don't want the god to be the only thing about her kit. We want her to be the shining, the highlight of the kit. So we want her to go in, and we want her to hit stuff. I don't know if you played her in League of Legends before, but you know how the tentacles just kind of pop up out of nowhere? Mm-hmm. In our game, she has to make something happen. So she has to hit you with an S2 before she gets rewarded with a tentacle. And then so the tentacle can react to what she does next. So she uses S1s to activate tentacles, and she uses S2s to create them. And so when translating that kit from one to the other, we were taking the essence of what she was, and it's okay, she's this personal trainer who's really wants you to be a better version of yourself through tough love, and she's also this really devout priestess. And so how can we translate that into with fighting game mechanics? And I think that what we came up with was pretty unique. I don't know any other characters who hit you to summon something and then use that thing to activate it afterwards. It's kind of not quite an archetype as it is just Ilaoi herself.
When you look at how far 2XKO has come so far, it's been a bit of a roller coaster as far as the perception of what the game is and where it should be. What do you think is the biggest misconception when it comes to the team's plan for the game and the feedback that the audience gives it?
Misconception, maybe more about duos, and the duos are it's what we think is the thing that makes us special, and how other people I feel it's a pretty unique thing to be able to play with your friend, and to be and maybe some folks are I really want to play solo, or I don't really want to have to coordinate or get angry at my friend or whatever. But I think that is a really good opportunity to bring your friends into fighting games. And like, oh, you've never played a fighting game before? Instead of having to like teach each other, playing against each other, we can like play with each other. And that's probably one of the big selling points for our game.
As we move forward, like with such a nice kind of milestone here at EVO 2025 with these 2 characters in there and the roster continuing to grow.
Yeah.
What would you like to say to fans for them to look forward to that you can share as far as the future of
I mean, closed beta is coming up in September, and I think that if they sign up, then they'll be able to play like as soon as we can. And I'm excited for any of my upcoming champions, which I can't really share, but my upcoming champions that I've designed to also be in players' hands and see what people think.